watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans. Make sure you subscribe to UnrealEntGaming and push the like button for me. Or else you'll be Hakai. Not Beerus. You know how this works. Make sure you enable all notifications on the channel and watch the entire video all the way through. And don't forget to follow UnrealEntGaming on both Instagram and Twitter. That's enough! On with the video.
Now, after having to witness the events go down involving both Broly and Gogeta in Dragon Ball Super Broly, with the outcome of their battle fairly being one-sided, with Gogeta being shown ruthlessly punishing Broly over and over and over again, what if instead of witnessing what we saw, there was a major twist added instead that had not only gone in endangering all of our heroes, including Gogeta, but the entirety of the planet and the universe itself as well? Now, before we dive any further into this video, if you are new to the channel and of course have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball related, including its manga, anime, video games, fan animations, fan mangas, and more, in which would also like to be kept up to date with everything in regards to the Dragon Ball Super manga, the Dragon Ball Super anime, Dragon Ball video games, and any and all additional content within the Dragon Ball universe, then I do encourage you guys to head on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to always be notified whenever a brand new video is posted onto the channel, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are simply excited to see what the future holds for the Dragon Ball franchise. And with all that being said, I want to thank you all so much for your time, thank you all so much for supporting the channel, and now let's dive straight into the video. As our story opens up during the events of Dragon Ball Super Broly with both Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and full-powered Super Saiyan Broly being shown locked in action, that's when Whis from afar went on to comment, "I will say, the energy that is emanating from this Broly is quite remarkable. Despite having to face off against a much powerful enemy in Gogeta, he still refuses to back down. How interesting," he says. And as for Gogeta, well, he's in a different league of his own. Their sheer determination and fighting prowess is second to none. But I do wonder how this will end, Whis says. Will Gogeta actually go through with ending Broly's life, or will he show mercy and spare him in battle? Only time will tell, Whis says, as with Gogeta being shown having to punch Broly down onto the ground in a spectacular-like fashion. That's when Whis went on to continue, "These Saiyans certainly are something else. They continue to adapt and break through every barrier time and time again." Oh, if only Lord Beerus was here to watch this go down. I wonder what he would say, with Gogeta remaining in fighting position by responding, "He's good, but vastly unskilled. For someone as strong as him, with the right training, there's no telling how high this Saiyan can climb. But no matter how high he goes, I'll be right there to match him." But then, we only then see how Whis had gone in overhearing a pair of voices now having to enter the battle zone, as these voices had come from none other than both Goten and Trunks themselves, as they had also brought Majin Buu with them. That's when Trunks went on to comment, "Hey look, over there you guys, there he is. Do you see him, Buu? He's a big one, but Buu, see him. We gotta hurry and help our dad save the day," Trunks says. "You know what you need to do, right, Buu? Hopefully you didn't forget." With Majin Buu responding, "Buu's on it. Buu didn't forget." Now, what in the world are those children doing by coming here with Majin Buu, Whis asks. "Saving the day? What are they up to?" "Hey, ugly," Trunks shouts. "We won't let you hurt our dads." "Yeah," Goten responds, "and we've got just the thing that'll make you stop. You picked the wrong planet to invade, whoever you are," Trunks says. "The boys," Gogeta says. What are they doing here? They're not supposed to be here, and they're with Majin Buu. But why is Majin Buu here? What are they doing?" "Boys," Gogeta shouts. "Buu! This is not the place to be right now. It's not safe. You need to get out of here right now." "All right, Buu," Trunks says, "just like we planned. You know what you need to do. Now go and show that monster why he shouldn't mess with Earth." Buu will show big green-haired Saiyan who's boss boss, he says. As in the meantime, Whis only then appears to be a bit worried. That's when Whis went on to comment, whatever it is that they're planning, I have a terrible feeling about this, as out of nowhere, Majin Buu had managed to get behind Broly and then having to tell him, Buu got ya right where Buu wants ya. As within the quickness, what Majin Buu had attempted in doing was Majin Buu attempted to absorb Broly and now having to trap him within his body, with Broly also being shown having to struggle in breaking free. That's when Gogeta went on to shout, wait, Buu, what are you doing? Boys, why is he trying to absorb him? Because me and Goten thought that it would be a cool idea to seal this big monster inside of Majin Buu and save the day, Trunks says. Well, I don't think your plan is working in your favor, Whis responds. It appears as though there is an internal struggle happening. Broly is resisting and therefore now taking control. Oh, I fear that this will now create an entirely new fighter who is more dangerous than having Broly fight on his own. As it was only then, right then and there, to everyone's horror, where indeed Whis' statement had come true, with a new warrior now having to stand front and center in front of Gogeta. As we now only bared witness to Majin Buu Broly absorb, that's when Whis went on to comment, oh dear, it's as I feared. They created a new entity through Majin Buu's absorption attempt. And from the looks of it, this new fused warrior appears to be much more controlled and focused than how Broly was on his own. His power is off the charts, Gogeta says. Now this thing has both Broly's power and Majin Buu's abilities? Ugh, I don't like this. But if this gets out of hand, then I have no other choice than to do what I have to do. Ugh, his power is rising, this isn't good. As indeed it was, because as Majin Buu Broly absorb had then began to power up, and out of nowhere from there being shown having to speed blitz right towards Gogeta Blue, Gogeta went on to comment, whoa, he increased his speed, in which from there had led to Gogeta being struck by Majin Buu Broly absorb. That's when the boys went on to utter, oh hey, wait a minute, this wasn't what was supposed to happen. Goten, did you see how hard he just hit our dads? What are we supposed to do? He's even scarier than he was before. Yeah, Goten says, I don't know what to do. Trunks, should we run away? Our dads did say that we needed to get out of here, but Whis wasn't going to allow for that to happen, as Whis had gone in teleporting behind the boys by telling them, actually, the two of you aren't going anywhere. You will remain where you are and watch the fight from here. If the two of you were responsible for this mess, then the least that you can do is be present for your fathers to take care of it. Now watch, Whis says. Although it is a great test to see how Gogeta would fare up against such a monster, you will both remain right where you are. Bringing someone like Majin Buu here and having him do what you've instructed wasn't the brightest idea. To where all the while with Blue Gogeta being shown having to fly backwards with Majin Buu Broly absorb having to follow, Gogeta knew that the situation itself right now was beginning to get worse, as Gogeta went on to comment, crap, he's a lot more controlled in battle than he was before, faster and stronger too. Alright, let's see what you got then, beast. With Gogeta then being shown quickly retaliating by kicking Broly in the face, as you can literally see half of his head being dented in, Gogeta knew at that point that no matter how many times he attempted to strike this fusion, that essentially it really wasn't going to work, as Gogeta went on to continue, whoa, just look at him. He's got half a head and he's still standing. I knew this was going to be a problem, and I can feel his power beginning to rise too. Whoa, he adds, oh, that's not good. He looks completely unstable. Oh, this is bad. I can't let him do anything that would destroy the Earth or the universe. Oh, I didn't think I'd need to pull this rabbit out of the hat, but if this continues to go left, then I'll have no other choice than to try and use my ultimate power to stop him. Oh, it's risky because it's been a while, but it's the only shot that I'd have if he continues to get even stronger than what he is now. Hey, Broly, Gogeta shouts, or, Boo, calm down. Listen to me, you'll destroy everything if you don't calm down. Don't let the rage consume you. Don't let this anger be what destroys you. But the merged fusion was not listening, as Gogeta went on to continue, this is insane. It feels like there's no end to his power. Wait. What is that? Gogeta asks. What is he doing? He's going for an attack, which the newly formed fusion did, because as he went on to fire a gigantic blast from his mouth directly at Gogeta, Gogeta went on to shout, oh no, darn him, I've got no choice then. As from a far enough distance, we then see how a massive explosion had occurred, as Trunks went on to shout, oh no, Dad, are they dead? I can't see. Whis, you have to help them. Our dads could be in big trouble. Trunks, should we fuse too and jump in? There will be no such thing between the two of you, Whis says. Your fathers are not dead. In fact, I do believe that this has actually forced them into doing something more. What do you mean by something more, Trunks asks. Your fathers, from what I am seeing, are about to go through something truly rare and spectacular. To give birth and awaken the dormant power that's sleeping within them. The complete and mastered state of Ultra Instinct. As indeed, for the first time, we then saw how through the dust and smoke, we then see how mastered Ultra Instinct Gogeta was shown floating there waiting for the newly formed fusion. With nobody seemingly believing this, Trunks went on to ask, Goten, are you seeing that? Our dads have silver hair. He looks like he's glowing but on fire at the same time, Goten says. Indeed, Whis adds, this is the peak of your father's power while combined. In which, as Majin Broly was shown having to miss each and every single one of his strikes, Whis then went on to continue, I never truly believed that I'd ever see something like this, but only Goku and Vegeta would be able to pull something like this off. Their movements and motions are incredible, remarkable to say the least. This is most certainly a trait that has been adapted onto them through Goku's memory of wielding it. And now we'll see where he stands in battle against an enemy who simply refuses to stay down. I never thought I'd see silver hair on a Saiyan like that, let alone our dad's, Trunks says. Look at the way he's moving out there, Goten. It's unreal. To where as Gogeta was then shown having to stop Majin Broly's punch with simply just one finger, that's when he went on to tell him, oh no you don't, enough is enough and we won't let you have your way and destroy the earth through your uncontrollable rage, he says. We had our fix, so it's time you get yours, he says. As the moment Gogeta was then shown having to punch the fusion in the face, he then went on to continue, one way or another the two of you don't belong as one, so if you are unable to separate on your own, then we'll just have to beat it out of you by force, he says. Which was exactly what Gogeta had done, because with one solid strike to Majin Broly's stomach, Mastered Ultra Instinct Gogeta was actually strong enough in being able to separate both Majin Buu from Broly, with even Whis now having to acknowledge this himself. That's when he went on to respond, how truly magnificent. Their combined power when working as one is truly something to behold, especially now since they're using Ultra Instinct. I believe this party is now officially over. And what's more is that he was able to do it within record time, understanding the dangers between what needs to be taken serious and what doesn't. And now that he's separated them, how will he go about finishing things up, Whis asks. And with Gogeta now shown having to use instant transmission to finally end things once and for all, that's when Gogeta went on to tell Broly, and now that you're back out, I'm sorry for what's about to happen to you, but you are just too dangerous and unstable to have run around the way you are. It'll be over quick, Gogeta says. As with one shot to Broly's stomach with Gogeta making contact, that's when he went on to tell him, this ought to do it, you are honestly something else, Broly. I haven't met anyone like you since Jiren during the Tournament of Power. Only he knows how to control his power, whereas you do not. I hope we can resume this soon one day, he says, but for now, this fight is over. As this one singular strike alone was enough to have Broly revert back down to his base form, that's when Trunks went on to comment, oh man, our dads are seriously no joke when they're serious. He just took that guy down and didn't even break a sweat doing it. And they look so strong too, Goten chimes in. I don't think I've seen anything like this before either. Well, it looks like the mess the two of you had made is finally dealt with, Whis says. And to witness Goku and Vegeta's fusion be able to use Ultra Instinct at will certainly does go on to put a smile on my face. An incredible job well done, Gogeta. You know, the two of you could grow up to be just as strong as your fathers are if you take things a bit more seriously in life, Whis says. You mean with the silver hair and all? Hey, yeah, Trunks says, can we like start right now then? I want to be just as strong as they are, as it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of Majin Broly vs Ultra Instinct Gogeta manga chapter special then comes to a close. Now, can you actually imagine what things would have ultimately had been like if a similar situation like this had occurred, to where even though the boys did mean good, to have Majin Buu attempt to absorb Broly, entrapping him within his own body, only to have Broly resist and now creating an entirely new fighter to go up against Gogeta with, only to later from that point result in Gogeta unleashing the power of Ultra Instinct courtesy of having to remember Goku using it, would that ultimately would have resulted in the situation being much more dire than than how it originally was in Dragon Ball Super Broly, to where I do want to go on ahead and get your thoughts in the comment section below about the overall scenario involving Majin Broly versus Ultra Instinct Gogeta, as again, I do want to thank you all so much for being here, and thank you all so much for watching, to where if of course you guys just so happen to be new to the channel, then I do encourage you guys to go on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon. That way you guys never miss a single video that's posted onto the channel, on top of giving this video a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button down below. Tune back in for more. I appreciate your time and for you guys being here, and with that said, I'll be seeing each and every single one of you down the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy guys and have a great day. Peace.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.
Cut.